Good day, this is John Mark Gray, and we are going to talk about lobbying and forever wars in this timely video on the relationship between politics, defense contractors, and government decisions with taxpayer money. For example, let's scrutinize the intricate web of the military-industrial complex and its pervasive lobbying arm. We find a constellation of self-interested parties, chief among them colossal defense contractors, who pour vast financial resources, from hefty campaign contributions to lavish PAC donations, into the coffers of political campaigns. These funds cultivate a cadre of entrenched politicians who, in turn, become fervent champions of military spending, zealously dedicated to promulgating and sponsoring these forever wars into what amounts to a cynical, self-serving perpetuity. This relentless lobbying isn't accidental. It's a meticulously crafted strategy by these defense behemoths to ensure an unwavering torrent of military spending from Washington. This forever wars mentality persists, a seemingly unshakable dogma, even as our burgeoning national debt figures scream a stark warning that the country can ill afford such profligacy. The chasm between rhetoric and fiscal reality is simply staggering. Indeed, much of this exorbitant military spending and the gargantuan defense contracts it fuels are not just unnecessary. They are outright prodigal waste. They represent nothing less than government-sponsored corporate welfare programs, cynically draped in the flag of patriotism, yet utterly disconnected from genuine national security needs. The sheer volume of specious justifications, the brazen marketing of the military, and the unequivocally wasteful spending within this budget category are truly astounding. This level of mismanagement would be comically absurd if its ramifications weren't so profoundly serious, casting a long shadow of budgetary devastation and dire negative consequences. It is a testament to the highly irresponsible and critically out-of-control military spending championed by our often bungling federal government. In truth, most of these forever wars rarely resolve anything substantial. Instead, they primarily serve to grease the wheels of the military-industrial complex's insatiable appetite, providing a convenient, if cynical, justification for continuing down this shadowy, self-serving path of unchecked military spending. Stripped bare, these are effectively colossal government handouts, subsidies funneled directly from hardworking taxpayers to the very defense firms that so aggressively lobby Washington's political corridors. This reveals the shrewd business acumen at the heart of the military establishment. It perpetually talks its own book, ingeniously manufacturing reasons to perpetually increase its budgets, demanding more money, and seemingly incapable of finding a conflict it doesn't enthusiastically embrace. One might argue that the last truly necessary global conflict was World War II. Yet, since then, the American people have been subjected to an insidious campaign, subtly coerced into accepting war after endless war, primarily by the relentless machinations of the military-industrial complex. For over 7 decades, this powerful entity has operated with astonishing impunity, never truly held accountable by the very politicians it so deftly influences in Washington. It is this very state of affairs, this creeping erosion of civic responsibility, that prompted Dwight D. Eisenhower, a 5-star general and the 34th President of the United States, to issue a solemn warning. He, uniquely positioned as both a military titan and national leader, cautioned the country about the insidious and dangerous potential for unchecked power wielded by the military-industrial complex. Eisenhower's profound concern, a chilling prophecy, is eloquently articulated in this timeless excerpt from his famous farewell address to the nation. In the councils of government, we must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex. The potential for the disastrous rise of misplaced power exists and will persist. We must never let the weight of this combination endanger our liberties or democratic processes. We should take nothing for granted. Only an alert and knowledgeable citizenry can compel the proper meshing of the huge industrial and military machinery of defense with our peaceful methods and goals, so that security and liberty may prosper together. The insidious truth is that the entire rationale behind these forever wars, which squander precious time, vital resources, and, most tragically, countless lives, is simply to provide a flimsy pretext for grotesquely out-of-control military spending. And make no mistake, relentless lobbying serves as the primary engine, the motivational fuel propelling this utterly broken and profoundly corrupt process within the American political system. Decisions to pursue military objectives are frequently mired in profound conflicts of interest. Far too often, we witness the deeply concerning spectacle of the fox guarding the hen house when it comes to military spending and the allocation of lucrative defense contracts. This isn't just inefficient. It represents a scandalous misappropriation of taxpayer dollars, funds that could be far better utilized. Imagine the transformative impact if these resources were instead invested in critical areas like providing universal, affordable healthcare coverage for all Americans or radically improving our struggling education system, which currently lags perilously in a fiercely competitive global marketplace.